edition of real-time watercolor painting. I was so dying to do this in the morning, but you know how usually I'm trying to paint while I'm late for work. Well, today I just absolutely had to just go straight to work. No time to even sit down to paint 5 minutes. It looks a little different today than it did the other day by my glass. There's the glass, not exactly the angle I'm looking at, but you know, I don't know. It's trying to paint clear glass on cardstock. Is that cardstock? I don't know why it's in a book. That's so weird. That is strange. Oh well, whatever. This right here is a good example of why it's bad to be working on cardstock because of the way the paint behaved in that area there. Anyway, there's a lot more stuff happening in the glass today than, I mean, like here, you could see this. This is part of that mountain range. And I was not seeing that the other day when we were working on this. So I'm going to just start with that. And gonna get a deep blue here. And I think we wanted to, what color is that? I don't remember that color in there. Oh, okay, it's like a violet. Okay, let's see if we can just turn this a little bit into a dark, and I don't know, I will get a brown in there too. And good brown is this one here, which is uh oh, that's terrible. What the heck? Okay, now we gotta steer it back to blue. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna do this thing that's right there at the bottom. And so we want this to this little white area here, we want that to stay. And I'm gonna see it just come here. This, I'm gonna see if we can get this to sort of disappear going up. And it looks good, I think, but there's kind of like a weird reflection on the paper. Okay, and then this we want it to come out here. And so it's a very tricky thing we're doing here is trying to say, hi, we're a photograph and we're under the glass. And now there's a highlight that goes right here. I'm going to see if we can pull that out. In fact, I'm going to try to go all the way up, see what happens. So you want this, take this whole, even go down here too. We'll see. See if this is going to help us with the glassy look. All right, looks glassy. And here we want to go dark on this side. I'm going to go here. And let's just bring this out going this way. And then we would like it to just kind of fade into nothing. And then here I want to find a pale blue, might be this, looks good. Okay. We're just trying to neutralize that white area that's right there. Then up here we want a kind of a baby blue. Let's see. Trying to get this baby blue. That's this mountain that's right here. That looks good. Now let's get a little more gray in the baby blue and see if we can't just beef up this mountain. And then this mountain has trees. I'm gonna try to say hi. We're gonna be trees here. There's a thing up there. It's kind of, and this we want that just kind of fade out, and that's a bit over faded out. I'm gonna try to smear this down this way. Sort of cover this little triangle here, and this. I'm gonna just throw some green in there. These are actually supposed to be, trees right there, even though they're blue in the picture. I'm just still gonna say hi. We're green trees right here. And okay, cool. That's nice. Yeah. And now I want to go deeper right here. And this should come out here. That's good. And this little white stuff here, I like that a lot. And then here is supposed to be like some trees. I'm going to grab this kind of green and just say, hi, we're here, we're trees. All right. Looks good, right? Okay, you good a line there, why not? And now we want to have this a reflection of this right here. So I'm gonna start here, and this is a reflection in the water. Oh, that looks good, yeah. The dry brush stroke. Let's see if we can get more dry brush stroke happening. And this, we really need a good line right there for sure. And this little area has got to be perfect. Oh, yeah, man, look at that. All right. And this here, I don't know what the heck. I'm just trying to fade it out a little bit because it's so there. I don't want all that water on there either. Well, that looks nice. Try to grab some of this without making the paper white, which now is getting white. Okay, that's good. And this, I want to cover that. Hey, look at that. Looking good. Okay. And then here, I'm just gonna like soften this line here if possible. And this is not gonna dry nicely, I can tell already. This and try to cover up some of that green. And that's gonna dry looking stupid, I'm pretty sure, but whatever, we gotta keep moving here, right? Let me try to tighten up this line right here. Okay, we got quite an accomplishment right there, that's for sure. And here, this is actually it should be a brighter blue, and right in that spot. So let's try to grab some blue here. Good. And then like right here, let's try to cut this. And here we got a stunning blue curve. I'm gonna just try to come right here. Okay. In a way, I like that. In a way, it looks dumb. I don't know which is gonna prevail. I think we're gonna go all the way through there. And then let's try to lift this off. Okay, let's lift it off. And then I want about the same thing. I'm just gonna add a little bit of violet, but do it the same thing here on this side, which is gonna go like right here boldly. Okay. And I don't know if that's good. Definitely there's a highlight right here. Why don't we see if we can get that highlight to pop? I don't know if it's gonna really pop because I missed a lot of that color as yesterday. And then this edge is good. I want to go hit some blue in here. And here, let's try to. Oh, hey, thanks for those great comments. Much appreciated. What is that pink thing there? I'm surprised YouTube did not say that was a risque comment. Oh, let me see the message held for review. Oh, I can see why they held that for review. Okay, well, anyway, I sure appreciate the engagement, and and I like your little pink things there, Mr. Barry. Okay, all right. Now we're trying to do this here. I'm gonna try to pull out a highlight right here because that little thing I just did was just too weird looking there. Okay, I don't know. I don't like that whole thing. I mean, there it is one thing. Oh, okay, I see what's happening now. It's gonna come all the way up here. Okay, yeah, man. Now we're saying, hey, we're glassy. And now I gotta get like a warm gray. And not to be too literal, but I guess we're just gonna take this gray color here and then hit it with a warm color like here. That violet's pretty warm. Okay. I'm really happy with that. Let's try red. Okay. That's getting kind of like a warm gray. A little too warm, though, if you ask me. Let's try a little blue in there. And a little more blue. Okay, now we're just saying loudly, hey, warm gray. Right here. Warm gray. Do you want some, want some warm gray? And it's weird that this is a warm gray that's like right here. But you know what? I'm gonna try to put it right here. Because, warm gray, that should say, come forward, like, hi, I'm coming forward, I'm a warm gray. I don't know if it's really came forward. Not exactly, but try a little bit up here. Oh, geez, that is, I don't know, not exactly working for me. Try a little bit more right here. Yeah, I'm not sure what the heck that's going to do. I want to go heavy into blue, have the same warm gray, but go heavy into blue and just do this one little line. It's like right here. And now it's got to dissipate on this side. And down here, let's get a couple of things here going. That's pretty good. Okay. And this where it ends, I would rather have that just be a little, I think, I don't know, let's grab a little blue right there. Okay. Pretty good. And now I'm going to try to get this a little bit tighter. Got my hand resting in the wet watercolor over there, which does not sound like a very good idea. Okay, next, I think we really want a cool gray. I'm looking for a cool gray, so I'm mixing blue and gray, and now I'm gonna put a lot of water, make it light, and I guess I'm just gonna go right here. And then this whole thing is supposed to be fuzzing out into, oh yeah, and then we got a straight line right here. Highlight, let's see if we can make it. Since we painted this yesterday, I don't know if this is really gonna erase that well. I'm just rubbing it with pretty much neutral tint water, and it's coming a little bit. Yeah, not great. Oh, not bad. I don't know. And here, this, you try to go right here and see if we can continue this. This is supposed to be a continuation of this line, which, oh, you know what this line right here is? Is a shadow from this light here. I better not move the light. Holy cow. Hey, thanks for that compliment. Wow, thumbs up. Thanks so much. Appreciate. All right. And I guess we're gonna try to make this shadow go up here, and let's have it just sort of dissipate here. This is a lot of poetic license because the shadow does not really extend this far. And then the top of the paper is like right here. I think we should try to get the top of the paper. So it's going to take this random gray and let's just go right here and just say, hi, we're the top of the paper. And here I thought this was going to be a scrap paper, so I was trying to make a point about the ellipse, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's just try. Okay, that's good enough for the just to say, hey, we're the top of the paper. I would actually make this come down here. Why not? Looks more like a paper now, right? And then this, we'll pretend that's the roll of tape up there in the shadows. Okay, let's kind of make that disappear. Hey, well, we certainly did work a lot on this area here, didn't we? All right, why don't we try to? I'm gonna see about this light gray and take some of this. This was supposed to be the warm gray. See if we can, let's come over here. Now there's a thing on the brush. Okay. Okay, we can go here. We want that to fade into nothing. So let's just come up here and tighten up there. Looks good. I want this to disappear. If we're on like, cotton watercolor paper, we'd have a lot better luck. with this kind of stuff disappearing, but as it stands, we're just gonna do our best to get that to disappear. I'm leaving this white, see that white here? That's there to stay because I want to make it this that crest right there. So I'm just gonna put blobs of water and just let it sit there. And that is really, I don't know, I'm gonna take a little very pale blue now. And let's just come up here and pale blue. Looks good. Probably wouldn't be bad if I had a bigger, thicker brush or something, but I got the brush in my hand, so how about that? Smear that a little bit. Good. And that looks good over here. This area looks pretty nice. Anyway, then we need a slightly darker thing happening across here, I guess. I don't know. It's a bit of confusing, I think. We're going to confuse the viewer if we got too much of that. This, I don't mind. I'm going to leave that there for now. And then down here, we need to go much darker. And I guess we're going to start with like a little green just to mirror what we have going on there. So I'm just going to put some green right here because we want this to, match over there. And I think that's good enough on the green. Now I'm going to jump back into a very deep, cool gray. I don't know how deep it's going to get because I don't really have a lot of color to make a deep, cool gray. Let's see what this one. I think this is like Payne's Gray, Lean's Green. And it definitely looks like a warm color, but okay, that looks pretty good. And I could actually take, I don't know, like this color here, which I think is like, I forgot what that's called, sea green or something. We don't mind a lean green, come to think of it, because we're trying to mirror this right here. And the I got a video, this scene, which is, I don't know where the painting went, but originally I was out there in front of that mountain trying to paint from life. And the painting seems to be, have escaped. But anyway, it was not at all that blue. So just saying. Okay, here I want to get that. You see that little thin white line is right there. I need to retain that. And I'm just going to come down to here. And then this line here has got to go, and it's got to really be right there too. So I'm going to just see, let's say if it's right here. I don't usually turn the paper like this, but critical juncture right here is uh just see if this is lining up here. Well, it's not really lining up, is it? Oh well. Darn it. Oh well. That's one of the great things about freehand painting is cute little mistakes like that. Well, I'm just gonna start a new one here and just say it's right there. So here, and then this. Okay, now I'm gonna grab green again and just green right here. And then Gonna see about making that a little lighter in a minute. This line where our new line, which is this line. But whatever, we gotta keep going here. We're on cardstock. I was hoping at the first found this paper just laying around, and I thought, wow, that could be arches, um, hot press. But then I started painting on it. I said, oh no, I don't think it's arches hot press. I think it is, you know, 10 cent a sheet cardstock for making uh, photos print from computer. So anyway, but we're still, gonna bumble along and try to make it happen, even though the paper is like a weird paper idea. And okay, here I'm just gonna see if we can blend this out to see if we can get this something as complicated and meaningful as we have on that edge over there. And that is looking good, I guess, kind of, sort of. And then down here, I could try and bring that down here. I want to grab a blue with a strong green element, and let's see if we can come down here. Good, yes. And then that is okay, looking all right. And try to retain some of this white here, like that white there looks good. I want to go stronger blue here. And try to blend this out with some water. Oh, that looks good there with little white areas, that's for sure. And so now we're trying to like kind of muck around and get this, see that triangle shape that's up there. We're just trying to somehow magically retain that. And just gonna come right here with a couple more darks there. This, I don't know about that part. Pull out some of this here now. Okay. Maybe just take a little more there. That does not look that great. And we want to. So this is actually the shadow of the glass on the paper, so that's going to be a tricky one to capture, but I'm going to try to do it anyway. Oh, great. I just moved my model. All right, so here, actually, that's like that shadow right there. I'm going to just come right here. Let's see. Okay, cool. Let's come here and pull this out. Good. What's happening there? That looks good. A bit exaggerated compared to the real thing. I'm gonna try right here. I mean, if you go look back to the other video where we started this, we tried to do a warm shadow, deep red, blue, gray here, and then we tried to cool it off back here to say, hey, look, we're the shadow of the glass, but we're farther away than the shadow of the glass that's in the front, like there. I'm gonna try to bring this out and pull this over here a little bit. It doesn't look bad. And I think what we'd like to do is kind of have a highlight right there. Let's see if we can master that or manage that. That's slightly getting there. Okay, it's there. It's kind of subtle. And we're just gonna soften this whole line right here. That looks good. Bring that over there. And this, I'd like this to be a little bit tightened up right there. This edge. And I guess that's as tight as it's gonna get right now, I guess. And what's this little bump here? Let's see if we can get rid of that. Okay, I don't know if we got rid of it or made it worse. And then really what is happening here is this is should have a little corner right here. And this is not in the right place. Okay, well, that's a little better. This is a little bit too pointy. We're going to smooth that out later on because right now it's not the time to be doing that, I think. Anyway, well, 5 thumbs up. Thanks so much, everybody. I'm going to take a big brush and just try to make some kind of uh, something up here that's going to be just a little bit more, hey, we're in the background kind of thing. And I guess just I want to grab some other, like a really good. Oh, great. Okay, I need like a gray, a compelling gray. I want in there. What would have been good is this color I had right here, which it was like a Primatech blue gray. There's a little bit left tucked away in this corner. It's really time to re-up on the palette. That is for sure. This color here, I never liked it, but I suppose that it should be good if we mix it with something else, such as this, which is probably, something like new something. I forget the exact name there. That's warm. We want cool. So I guess we'll take some of that obnoxious blue and get it in there, and maybe we'll go cool. That looks a little good. All right, so, but that's too dark, so let's water it down. And I guess we just use this. All right, good enough. Okay, that's fine. And we want this to come up here and just gonna bring it around up here. That looks horrible. Uh, I almost bought I forgot which brush it was, Black Diamond or something, mop brush, which would be great right here. Trying to do a smooth area. Well, that looks good enough for right now. Let's see if we can make it soften this. I mean, that sketchy looking lines looked pretty good when I first put them in there, but now we just want this whole area to be a big area of negative space where the eye does not even want to go there. You see it out of the corner of your eye, and there is no inclination to go see what's up there. That's the objective of this area here. I would just grab this blue, and this little circle is never going away. I know that. That looks good. It kind of looks messy and okay, good now. Yeah, thanks a lot. Okay. All right, well, that looks like heck. It looks like I got some water on there. And I guess we're going places. I mean, the glass is starting to look glassy, kind of, sort of. And I'm going to see if we can pull this out even more now. And this whole thing gotta be softer, more blurry. And I think we can probably just do a circle right here. That's the base of the glass. And then for sure, I'm going to go and just try to make a darker area right here. Looks good. And we got that. And try to touch this up a little. And this should probably go up here more to suggest a contortion or whatever you call it, where you're looking through glass, so things do not line up precisely. I think I see this, and this we could probably come up here, and then this we could sort of fade in that area. And this has got to go. I don't know what. I'm going to try just a hint of green blue right here. I don't know if that's working, but nothing else green should come forward, and this is definitely a forward area of the glass. I don't know. Let's come here too. Yeah, I don't know if that's really working for us or against us. I'm gonna try to take a highlight right here. Oh yeah, man. There we go. Yeah, look at that. I wonder if I could cut into this. I'm not sure. Probably not, because painted this part yesterday, I think. I mean, if oh yeah, maybe. Okay, let's quickly pick that up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're talking glassy looking glassy glass. Look at that. Isn't that great? Okay. I think we definitely are going places here. I don't know what this is right here. That does not seem to be a positive, this little line there. Okay. And this area, that looks good. Wow. This little thing that's sticking up. Very nice. We need something like dark over this way. So I think what it's good is, like, I don't know if you can see it at home, but this area here, let's see about going strong blue gray, which maybe that's a strong blue gray. And I want to come down here and reinforce this guy. That's good. And then you see this thing that looks like a, I don't know, backwards five. I think that's going to help us. I would almost say that we could do a gray right here that is going to just kind of magnify this highlight right there. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, I like that. It's good. The whole idea is, I found this other glass. This was a glass of water on a photo of an onion, and I think I took a photo of the, like, here we got this glass sitting on a photo. This was a photo of an onion. We stuck the glass on that photo, and yeah, it looks okay. I mean, I don't know. But this thing here, you see this highlight comes down here. I think that added a lot. And but basically, it's all just these little squiggles that adds up to and this I say it looks a little watery too. Here's the other one that this was clear glass on top of a chibi photograph, and then these were 3D real apple, real pear, which did not get rendered very good. But the glass looks okay. Same glass as we're trying to draw right now. Anyway, this is on Stonehenge 300-pound paper, though. So I guess it's going to be a little better than this, which is cardstock and not really a very the not very porous, does not accept water too much, but, anyway, we should try something else instead of this right now. Thank you for, all those thumbs up, and I so appreciate, and, I think we got to, I don't know. I don't usually, paint this late at night. Here is the approximate, view, I guess. And there is as far as we got. Looks a little glassy, not perfect, but, anyway, Dum Dum G9S says the painting looks really good, so, take his word for it. And, let's meet up again for the next, chapter of real-time watercolor painting. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, bye.